Well, you've named your podcast Dream Guest.
I was closing my eyes then. Did you see it? I was like,
Were you dreaming?
If you're actually just listening to the podcast, imagine you're listening to someone with their eyes shut, talking to you. Why does my voice go really
Meditational, let's go.
soft and tender? Okay, I'll do some meditation.
Yeah, let's go.
12-second meditation. Close your eyes.
Yeah.
Your anal. Okay, so
You couldn't even give it two.
I couldn't even get. I know. But I was going to say your anal
Would have been
glands
lovely.
are relaxing.
They are.
Here we are with Al Pitcher and Dream Guest. I'm here with Simon.
Hi.
And Soma.
Hello.
Why didn't you guys just say your normal? Do your normal greetings, right?
Okay.
Simon.
Hey.
That's not real. Soma.
Mora mora.
both the clowns of the office coming in like
Trying to be funny.
God, here comes Simon and Sober.
Trying to be funny in front of a comedian.
No,
right?
that's absolutely fine.
Yeah. Al, actually, I want to ask you something. Because you always have these fantastic questions, you have amazing guests, and we're honored to be part of this project and all of that. But the set says your name, Al Pitcher, Dream Guest.
Yeah.
You do realize that you're a lot of people's dream guest.
Wow.
A lot of people. I didn't say mine, but you are a lot of people's dream guest.
Who's that at the door?
Al Pitcher.
It's the Pope. No, I think the Pope would be my dream. I thought you were going to bring someone in, like it was going to be my dream
like
guest.
that.
We
Yeah.
have one coming in soon.
Oh, yes,
We do.
okay.
Yeah, we do.
I want to ask you about something because I've been wondering about how you've been naming your podcast, Dream Guest. But I'm not sure if we ever really talked about kind of like your dreaming process, like dreaming. Do you dream big? Do you have any dreams? Have you?
I dream out loud, baby. It's interesting with naming things.
Yeah.
Because my comedy shows have been like the Fika Tour.
Yeah.
And then the next one was Porto Tour, right? Which is it's a wonderful like little refill.
I think though it should have been called Paul Tour.
Okay, I won't do. No, don't laugh at that, Summer. He's taken my joke there. It's exactly what I was going to say, but no.
It was not. We're going on.
No, I was.
I was.
I was going to say my next thing. I should have called it
so
Portal
fired.
and then got your reaction. But you guys, you're so quick.
I'm sorry.
No, and then Tretor maybe. Okay,
Nice.
nice. Yeah.
Nice.
But yeah, so I kind of had that theme, and then tid for Skrat. But with the podcast,
Yeah.
it was more about like asking people to be with me would be dreamy. Like,
Yeah.
and also like dreaming big.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I'm sort of one of those people that is kind of like, I reckon you could get to the president of America. That sounds like I'm going to assassinate him, but no. Assassinate him, she,
Who knows? Oh.
pre-recorded, pre-election.
Please, Al, I don't want to be associated with this.
No,
Affirmation.
no, but what I'm saying is, it's so I always, and it's like I think you could get into a gig, sold out gig. I always dream big.
Okay.
So that was the whole idea to it.
That's what I've always gotten from you. Like when you're not performing, you're genuinely this kind of calm guy, nonchalant. You're not like, look at me. You have your jokes, but you keep them to yourself. But the one thing that I have gotten from you, from knowing you for almost 15 years, is like you're not that guy who laughs at other people's dreams or ambitions, or like you're just like, yeah, of course, that's part of life.
And also people are on these little journeys, and some days it's straight from there to there, and then other people go off road and they're through the forest. I'm thinking Ace Ventura kind of. So and then they get there, and then other people just want to go 100 meters. They don't want to go the whole way. You know?
Yeah.
So I think it would be awful if you squashed anybody's dreams. Yeah. I also think it's a little bit coming from New Zealand when you are miles away from what I perceive to be the real world.
All right.
Does it feel like that when
you're 24 hours away? You're a day ahead, and it just feels like you're, just buying things, and you'd have to wait 4 months for things to get delivered, and not all the bands go there, not all the comedians go there.
See.
So there is that feeling of like you come from this little place, so you can take on the world. So why not? You know?
I like that.
I think Sweden's got a little bit of that as well.
Yeah, but we're more like, which is very Swedish though. We're so in the middle, like in terms of like with 12 hours that way, 12 hours that way. So it's kind of funny that it's like compared to New Zealand feeling like you're one day ahead. We're really in the middle of everything, but we're still very small.
Just remember, when you're thinking about something, I'm 24 hours ahead of you. Try and catch me,
12.
baby.
12.
Catch me if you can.
The guest that we've got on for this episode is a guy who I met before, kind of when he was on the way up. He was on the way up.
Yeah, before the.
Yeah, and we're going to try not to talk about how he got his big break. I sort of want to know what his, I suppose, what his dreams are. What he's someone that you can look from the outside and go, wow, things are going good.
Yeah,
we're going to find out. Are they? What makes him tick?
What makes him tick? That's interesting.
Yeah,
I want to know that.
Yeah.
No, they can't. Tick.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Clock is ticking here as well.
Yeah.
So let's meet him. Very honoured actually that he could find his time.
So
he's been in Nashville. He's back. His plane's arrived. He's walked through the door. Here is Chris Kläfford. I've been trying to remember when I first ever met you. Do you remember?
I'm not one of those guys who can tell you the exact date or year, but I think the first time we met each other was at like a football event thing.
Yes.
Like 2012, maybe?
See, that's how far. Yeah.
We're talking. Yeah, maybe 2012 or later. But that was when I started doing like this troubadour entertainer thing for the football fans.
For the Swedish fans. It was like Camp Sweden, wasn't it?
It wasn't Camp. I was on Swedish Corner, it was called.
Yeah.
So there was Swedish Corner in Camp Sweden.
Yeah.
And that guy who got me there, his name was Christian, right?
That's right, yes.
And was it his wedding?
Yeah, then we met again.
Yes. Well, I met you backstage and we were talking about like, nice to meet you again. Like,
about life, about how...
we talked about everything.
Yeah. I mean, a fly on the wall that day.
Oh, yeah.
But that must have been like maybe 4 or 5 years later. And I remember saying to you, I will see you one day doing the Our Picture Dream Guest podcast, and you said,
"You're such a liar.
No way."
I was like, keep dreaming, keep dreaming. It's never gonna happen. And here we are.
And here we are.
Still dreaming, right?
It's do you have dreams, by the way? I don't think we've ever asked anyone that.
I have. I usually say that I'm kind of living a perfect dream as it is.
Oof.
Because I think it's in some way, if you dream too big, I don't want to be disappointed if I don't get it.
Mm-hmm.
So my goals are very like small steps.
Yeah. Very Swedish.
Okay. I have one thing though,
because people do go aim high, and then if you get halfway, but you're like, you just take it step by step.
And I also I really try to live by the. It's not the destination. It's the journey.
Yeah.
I really try to live like that. But I have one thing that recently crossed my mind.
Mm-hmm.
So I was recently in Nashville, and I walked outside the Grand Ole Opry.
Yeah.
And I thought to myself, I want to play here one day.
Wow.
So that's like, okay, that probably is the biggest step for me in dream wise. For country musicians, it's like the mecca. Like,
okay.
Yeah. And to be able to say that, I'll play the opera.
Yeah.
Just the thing of it.
Imagine if we sorted that out for you right now. That's it. That you've reached a destination.
Let's make some calls.
Yeah. But you've reached a destination, you'd have to get out and would have to go again. We'd have to find somewhere else.
Oh, yeah.
We already have the pens and the notebooks and the coffee and the tea, so let's go.
Oh, yeah.
Do you have venues, Al, that you want to perform in?
The Gruben, like the Avicii, is something that is like a bit iconic for me since I moved here. But I don't think it's great for stand-up.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's the thing.
I'm thinking country music, stand-up crossover. You and
nice.
I think what I would. I've done arenas. I think that was a big dream for me.
Yeah.
But the arenas were like, it was very difficult to just relax. You know what? When you get,
and it's even harder to get like that punch out of a joke, right?
Absolutely,
because of the atmosphere and the echo.
You can't just drop the ball.
No.
You know what it's like if you're doing a massive festival.
Yeah. Sure.
Like it must be. It's like you're almost there going, "Don't fuck this up. Don't fuck this up." Just, and that the relief afterwards. Have you ever had that from a gig? Like
the release?
No, the relief. No, I mean,
I know what you mean when you say the relief. Because it that's what it is pretty much. Yeah. I usually say like, I love playing music, but there's something special about being done with it. Like when you're done with the show.
Yeah. I mean, and also like as a live kind of like show, you kind of, with comedy, you can go, right, the next night, that didn't work, I'll change that.
All right, yeah.
You've done album now. Yeah. You've just done the album?
Yeah, we just recorded it, and it's going to get mixed and mastered, and then,
And then it's...
Yeah. It'll be, I won't say the exact date, but it's going to drop next year, in the beginning of next year.
Oh,
nice. Showbiz exclusive.
Yeah, but
let's write that up.
I'm super excited about this because this is, and if I'm being completely honest, the first time ever that I feel 100% pleased with everything.
Oh,
because
nice.
Because there's a lot of like I'm pretty much
the person. Yes,
who makes the decisions.
Do you ever get with albums though? Like, songs you've written, just as a person that sounds like a moose farting when he sings. Do you ever get the feeling when you're exactly? Do you ever get when you're playing the song live?
Moose, yeah.
You ever get that? You ever get that feeling when you're playing, going, I could have done it this way, or is it just zipped up and done?
I've already done that to the album, because when I'm listening back to the songs now, I get like this idea of, I should have done like this, but. I mean, there's also a live platform that you can change it a little bit. Usually people, I think that people don't appreciate it when you change it too much when you do it live.
Yeah.
Because you want to hear it like it is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So don't go all diva and wail it.
No,
like
exactly, because they fall in love with the album version and kind of that structure of it. And
Exactly. And I mean, when the years goes on, I mean, it's healthy to change it a little bit just because of your own.
Yeah.
Like you want to keep it fun.
And how about these with the process, is it different, say in America? Are they a bit more like, you're the greatest, Chris, yeah, and then
it sounds like you've been there.
With a German friend, I think, but then in Sweden they're like, you know, it's lagom, do what you want, is there anything different to that?
I mean, as you said, I find that Americans are very like, everything that they've eaten is the best. Every friend they have is the best friend they have, and so on. But Swedes are a bit more like
I've had better.
Oh yeah. But we also do that when we record, and that's actually a thing that I hate.
Oh.
When I've done my take, the producer goes, "Oh, that was so great, fucking amazing! Oh my god, can you just?" And I'm like, come on, just say that. Don't go beat around the bush.
Let's work.
Yeah, let's work. That's how I try to work. But yeah, it's always fun to hear that turn around when they. Can you just? On that little. Can you just
a bit better, please?
Do you have any like nerves and when you're about to go on? Do you do things?
Like routines?
Do you look to the sky? Do you?
People usually always ask me like before I go on to the stage, are you pumped? Like because I usually you know I don't look pumped. I'm just very calm.
Yeah.
And just there's something I always want to try and do. I'm very serious in trying to be the best as I can every time we do a show.
Yeah. And
I'm not like my act is about trying to make people feel something, emotions, just by singing, not by dancing or anything else. Yeah. So I'm very much just here.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm not that nervous in the sense of like when I was younger, I always had that like dry mouth, starting to black out a little bit.
Tunnel vision,
tunnel vision thing. The hearing, the higher pitch, the higher frequencies start to go down and stuff. But the older I get, the easier it is.
I used to get very nervous vomiting before.
Did you?
Oh yeah. But now I can have like a mouthful of a sandwich and go on.
I thought I slipped in something when I went in.
One of my ick though is if I hear someone go, that when they've got dry mouth, that is oof.
You probably shouldn't listen to ASMR then.
No.
I love that shit.
Oh,
I listen to it every night.
It puts you to sleep.
Yeah. Wow. And I can only listen to it when my girlfriend isn't hearing it because she hates like the mouth sound.
Yeah. What's that phobia called?
I don't know.
That's a difficult word, but
I have no idea.
Tongue.
No, it's a misophonia.
Misophonia. Yeah. Sorry.
I don't listen to like people eating, but I like the sound of I like the sound of a kiss. Like the thing that I hear is not a kiss. No. It's the high frequencies.
Yeah.
That like kind of tingles my ears and tingle my brain.
Wow.
Yeah. And when you put it in stereo and it goes back and forth like kisses. This is just one example, but
wow.
I like that. It puts me to sleep.
That is the most unique thing.
Well, happy you said sleep thing. I thought it gets me really horny. Actually, I really enjoy that.
To sleep.
What are you listening to, honey? No.
I mean, I can listen to meditation before going to sleep. You're supposed to keep you awake, but you guys do.
I listen to a podcast or watch a semi-interesting YouTube show. Something that is a little bit interesting, but also a little bit boring. And then I just watch it a little bit, listen, sleep.
I understand that.
Yeah.
But you've always been like that since you were like 6 or something.
Yeah, I've always had a problem falling asleep.
Yeah.
I never had it before I met my girlfriend because I was that kind of guy who could. I'm going to explain. I was that kind of guy who could just go into a completely dark room, completely quiet, just fall asleep.
Oh, wow. I wish.
And then when we met, she always had like YouTube going on. And we went to sleep. And then I found ASMR. And it started out with like people brushing their hair.
Wow.
That sound. That was the first. I remember that was the first thing that I listened to. And I got introduced to that kind of thing.
The worrying thing for me though is like if you like that kind of thing of hair and kissing, what are you like on a train and stuff but like if someone next to you starts going, you're like, oh no, it puts you to sleep, doesn't it? Puts you to sleep.
First of all,
it's not sexual. That's right. Yeah. Sorry.
I don't go on trains anymore either. So no jokes. But I don't do trains anymore because people always kind of talk to me, and I.
Oh right.
Yeah. The last time I did it was a lady and her husband, and I was having my headphones on. I was listening to like some new music, and then she leaned over and like tapped my knee. Like, I just have to. And she wanted to ask me about everything that I've done. And there's no problem with that. I love to talk to people.
Yeah.
But the thing is that it was a 2.5 hour.
No way.
She talked the whole.
No.
So when I put on my headphones again, just took 1 minute, and then she'd tap me again.
And she was like, where's your ticket? Where's your ticket? And you're like, just fuck off.
I like the tapping. Can you continue?
Let me record that. I will fall asleep.
No, but I can find sometimes when I talk to people, I hear that they have that kind of voice that soothes me.
Yeah, yeah.
I remember being very young, and I stayed over at my grandma's house, and she was sitting with her
like a weaving,
sewing machine,
like a sewing machine, and then and I was laying in the room next to her, and that sound just soothes me.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Super cool.
Yeah, there was something about it. I don't know what it is exactly, but if it works, it works.
But you've got that distinct look, haven't you? Everyone knows you're the quiet Viking.
Did you say so?
No, I think so. I think it's a cool look.
Yeah, it is a cool look.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah. But you also have other names than the quiet Viking, though.
Expression called one of your shows or your performance as solid as an oak tree.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How does that make you feel?
Heard that, no.
I mean, I don't know if you do judge your gigs in wood or like
put a wood shop on stage. Okay, here we go, people.
This was a bamboo gig.
Yeah. I have no idea what that means. But
I don't either. It's such a. I sometimes get. He has the thing they say about me is the energy of a kid who's drunk too much Red Bull.
They said that about.
How do you?
I really can't agree with that either.
No,
I mean, you're funny and all, but energetic now. I don't think so.
No. But do you get mistaken for anyone else? Like,
oh yeah, sure.
Who?
Yeah, but I've heard it many times. Chris Stapleton. Like when I'm in that, you know who that is?
He's another country.
Yeah, he's like one of the biggest. Country artists ever.
Oh right.
And
yeah.
When I'm in Nashville, people they turn it. It's a funny thing because of America's Got Talent, people still know me.
Yeah,
oh yeah,
yeah. So when I'm in Nashville,
familiar.
People usually turn their head and they're like, "Oh, it's Chris," and then I don't know if they're talking about that him or me. For example, a lot of people recognize me for being Kläfford.
Yeah.
And half of them thought I was Stapleton.
Okay.
Especially the guy when I was standing at the urinal.
Yeah.
he was like standing next to me doing like. It's an honor to meet you, Mr. Stapleton. He said. I was like, no.
What a wonderful way. He kind of looked at you that way. Now that's Stapleton's dick.
I know a dick when I see one. Yeah. But that's super weird, and also very flattering when people recognize me for who I am.
Yeah,
it's super weird. Like recently, I think it was last year. I went to Teddy Swim's concert in Nashville.
Yeah.
It was sold out. And then my manager said, just write to him.
Yeah.
And I'm like, he's not going to answer me. And then I saw that he followed me on Instagram.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I wrote to him, and he fixed so we can get there.
That's pretty cool though, mate.
Yeah.
It's to me, I mean, imagine me coming from a small village of 15 people and something like this happens. It's pretty huge in my world.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's super weird.
Did you say 15 people?
15. Yeah.
Like 10 plus 5?
Yeah.
That's your family.
Yeah, it was pretty much my whole family. So I've heard all incest jokes ever.
Yeah.
So stop your tongue, So you stop it. Yeah.
You saw it coming, didn't you?
No, but 15 people. It was pretty much like a cartoon setup on a hill.
Yeah.
With a lake, and it's me, my parents, 2 brothers, my father's parents, and their parents, and so on. Yeah, but they're dead now. But when I was younger, so it was pretty much my family.
A thing that I thought about, like, because I possibly was the class clown at school.
Shock.
Yeah. Bit of an idiot. Spent a lot of time out of class, looking in the class. But with my family, they were like, this guy's the black sheep of the family. He's an absolute disgrace. Let's get him out. But they would also, when we were at parties or something, I'd have to get up and I did like John Travolta, Grease, you know.
Yeah.
Was that ever something for you? Were you ever that... were you ever the performer, like
attention seeking, or
or would they get you to perform? They do that in the UK.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
They kind of push the kid, go on, and then sometimes they give you like money. Yeah.
That's how they do things in UK.
No, but I remember when I started to play like guitar, my parents gave me the guitar just because they wanted to have some alone time.
So wonderfully Swedish, isn't it? Yeah.
I know, it's very Swedish.
Go to your room and try to figure out that thing that we got you.
But that's kind of how it worked. And it did work because I sat up in my room like 24/7 playing that guitar and then started to sing.
Yeah.
But I mean, it started on earlier than that. I think I was pretty much same thing as a like look at me.
Yeah.
I think everyone is that in a kind of some level.
Well, four of us here, we all do it. We'll go on stage, and we all just judging by the way you guys talk, we've all got something wrong with us.
Yeah,
like there is there's a missing button that
some
says,
of us camouflage it better than others.
Yes. No,
but weird and nerds are the weird people and nerds are the best people.
Yeah. But you like computer games and stuff as well, don't you? So
I'm not. Console games, but not computer games.
Okay, but I don't know. Computers are the same. Look at me, the boomer.
Exactly.
You never played like Nintendo or anything in the 80s?
Do you know what? No, I just never got into that. I grew up in New Zealand, and you just ran in the forest naked with your friends.
Wow.
Hobbits.
Yeah,
exploring your own body.
Yeah, exactly. Lord of my ring.
Wow.
That's one that my mum's going to call me up about. Good. If you're just listening to the podcast, a big cover-up moment just occurred there. But you feel very Swedish, though.
Yeah, and I also love being at home here. I travel a lot, but there's something about my house on the countryside in Sweden, just being at home.
You're a country kind of guy.
Yeah, my safe place.
Are you barbecue man? Like, are you on
I love to cook.
You do?
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
A little bit. You asked. What was that face? That's probably one of my problems also.
Cooking.
Like cooking, I eat too much.
Okay.
I love to cook and I love to eat.
Like grill kind of?
Yeah, you would assume that I only grill. Just by the look of me.
Well,
you're sticking to that. Like maybe just grill,
or maybe I don't know.
No, but I mean, I'm one of those guys, who has like that big green grill. I smoke meat and and but I love to cook all different kind of like I love doing pastas and I love doing Asian influenced stuff and. The best thing about it is when I'm done anything really good and I succeeded with it and I present it to dinner and my girlfriend is like, this is so amazing. That feeling is amazing to me. Yeah.
But are you one that you give the food and then you're looking at the other person? I hate those people. What do you think? What do you think? Is it good? Is it good? Is it good?
No, but I can usually tell when people are being honest.
Oh yeah.
And I can see that when they're just being polite.
Oh,
recently, I think it was during the summer. No, last summer, I had a party of, I think we were like 12 people, and I cooked for everyone, and it turned out really bad. And I was so bummed the whole night, and everyone kept like, it was so good, But I could tell that it was.
How did it go wrong? Or
I think it was just a matter of like wrong amount of seasonings and because it was like the second time I did this, I only did this recipe for me and my girlfriend first. So it was just 2 portions. And then when you cook a lot more of it.
Scale it up.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm not a guy who puts everything in, what's it called? Like measuring cups. I just go with the
feeling.
With feeling.
Heart.
12 people, you're Jesus, disciples, you're cooking for them.
The Last Supper.
Turn this into bread. How many loaves?
Well, this was a shitty Last Supper.
But like, are you an angry cook then? Do you kind of like, is it more disappointment or kind of, are you a bit Gordon Ramsay with it? Like,
no, it's a bit, I would say at the end of it, I could be a Gordon Ramsay, but I could also, most of the time I find myself being like that really, if I would say Ernst.
Oh yeah.
I'm very angsty about it.
I don't mind angst.
I could just pick up the tomatoes and be like, oh, they're so beautiful.
Yeah.
I just wonder at the
Oh my God, have you seen the tomatoes? It's so I can be that guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, and like and I think it's about the passion of it that makes it taste even better. If you do it in a certain way instead of just like
Does the passion go so deep that if you wouldn't be like a musician, that you would have explored that? Like, I wonder, like, did you always know that? Yep, guitar, my voice, angel, career path, let's go. Like, do you have anything else? Like, you think like?
I started as many others growing up, thinking that I would love to become like a police or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I think that was one of my first dreams when I was really young.
Patrolling your village.
Yeah, exactly.
People.
No, but the cooking didn't come in until like say just a few years ago.
Oh, okay.
Actually. Yeah, just 5-6 years ago.
Okay.
And when I really started to like enjoy cooking.
Wow.
I've always enjoyed it, but now it's more of a real passion, and I would love to start like when I'm older, starting a small. I would love fine dining, not like a rush hour like
a lunch place.
Like the Bear.
No?
Yeah,
just chaos.
Oh
yeah.
Exactly. No, but that's a dream. But if the music turns out great, I'm sticking with music though.
Yeah.
I like it though. That's the crossover. I wouldn't mind seeing like a cook-off between you and Ernst.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Because I think
that booking right.
Ernst, he is the sweetest guy. I met him and his kids. I've never felt so small.
Yeah.
It's time for Al's advice. Al Pitcher answers a question from the audience, along with AI Pitcher, a virtual stand-in who thinks they're Al.
My name, Al, always gets mixed up with AI, right? So we've had bookings where we've done stuff and they go, AI Pitcher, is it like a kind of a computer version of him? So what we have done is we've asked the audience to ask me for advice, right? So we've had a load of questions come in, Al's advice. But to back that up afterwards, we've got AI Al advice. Okay? Finally, I've explained it.
Okay, let's hear
do
the
you want me to read this?
Yes.
Out loud then. Okay. Hi, man. I just want to tell you how much you've helped me. I feel a little bad saying this, but I have been very depressed. Like really, really down. I don't have a question, but I want to tell you that your stuff makes me happy and really makes a difference. So keep on doing what you do. Rami from Malmö.
Well, it was a bit... Thanks for that question, but it was a bit... I'm so blown away. I'm so happy that someone would feel that I helped them. And with you as a guest here, I don't know that question.
Do you get a lot of these messages?
I do get people... I mean, my comedy is literally to take people away from where they are for an hour and a half and just make them laugh. That's all it is. Yeah. There's no bells on it. You're not going to come out at the end and go, God, he's a wise person. You're not. I know you're not. But you might have sore ribs because you've laughed. And and I think what you said about your music probably is very similar. That you want to make them feel great.
Yeah, you want to make them to forget about everything else outside of that place where you are.
And you get people sliding into your DMs and writing that kind of thing to you? Not sliding. Sorry.
Very weird way of putting it, but speaking of that, there are some guys who slide into my DMs. Like bearded guys. That happens a lot, actually.
Okay.
Yeah. But I get a lot of, and I have to say this because I get a lot of love from people. It's not so much hate, and I'm super blessed with that because I see how much hate a lot of our other artists are getting. Yeah, which I think is so.
Do you read all the comments and stuff?
No. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't manage my own social media.
Okay.
I just go in there sometimes just to, I don't know, see how it goes or message someone. Sometimes I like to answer people just because I want to give something back.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
How do you know it's going well for you then? Is it the
shows keep on coming?
Yeah, okay.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It's pretty much that what drives me. I mean, I've never done this for the money.
No.
And a lot of people will probably think that I lie when I say that, but it's true. Mm-hmm. As long as I can do this, and I don't want to live a really luxurious life, and just inspire people to do the same thing or express yourself. And
I'm pretty much apart from the money part, I'm pretty much the same. I just every day, and maybe audience members think this as well. I feel like I'm getting away with this. This is what they still like me. What did AI?
There's an AI picture version of here.
Yeah.
It wasn't a question, but we still put it into the machine and made the machine think it's our picture.
Imagine if AI picture's just an asshole.
Yeah, well,
not a really nice guy like
me. So this
me.
is your answer.
Yeah. Yes.
But AI.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Someone gets it.
I get it completely. It's a fantastic segment. I love it.
Love it.
Hey, Rami. Wow, man. Thank you. That means a lot.
Beautiful.
They say AI doesn't care.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear you've been down, but if I've managed to make you laugh during tough times, that's the best compliment I could get.
Aww.
Yeah.
Life can be like living in Sweden in November. Dark, cold, and here we go. Dark, cold, and sometimes it just rains sideways. But you've got to hold on to those moments of light.
Yeah.
Even if they're just silly jokes about Swedes and their obsession with socks and sandals.
What?
Okay, that's
okay. That's
right?
a bit of a sidetrack there.
Keep hanging in there, Rami, and remember, laughter's like sunshine in Malmo. It shows up when you least expect it. Keep smiling, mate.
Okay, I love the ending.
I don't mind it. I don't mind it. AI picture could go on tour with that kind of
easily.
AI is
that easy.
Crazy. I've recently, actually, speaking of reading my messages, I saw one message messaged me about like, "Hey, Chris, I would love to finish a couple of songs that I have."
All right.
And then he said, "I've written them all with AI." It's like, but then you didn't write.
You didn't write them then,
no. And I think there's a lot of people writing songs with AI, which I think is, I mean, the whole thing about doing it because you love it, it gets totally destroyed.
Yeah. Do you think it's dangerous, or do you think it can be used?
I think, in my honest opinion, is I think you can use it as a tool.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you get really stuck.
Yeah.
And if you ask AI about something, it probably won't write a good song for you.
No.
But it can maybe give you like a word or a line that opens up a completely different way of thinking.
Yeah.
And it's pretty much the same thing as writing with someone else.
Yeah.
And they gave you a new opening. So in that way, you can probably use it. But I'm totally against just using a whole song.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, imagine if a big album comes out.
Yeah.
Maybe, let's say, recorded in Nashville, and it's from a guy. It's a guy who speaks about his heart, and then we find out it was bloody AI all along. I'll be devastated. I'll delete this podcast if I hear that. Imagine someone wins an award.
Yeah.
And they go up and they go, "I want to thank AI." God. Like for you, if you let's imagine that you've won the Country Music Award. Is it AMA?
CMA.
Oh, that's what he wants. Okay, now we know.
You've won it. You've sold out that Nashville gig. Weirdly, had a New Zealand Swedish performer before you, which didn't go well. And then, what are you saying? Who are you thanking?
I've never had that question before. That's a really great question now. Holy shit.
Great.
Yeah. Really great question. Oh, you stumbled me there.
On it, here's the award. We haven't put that through. It's quite heavy, so be careful. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, just being nominated was good.
We had a moment there, and we gave him a Dala Häst, and now he's like in a weird world.
Yeah.
My dog is under the table. Don't hump it.
Yeah.
So no, but I would probably thank first of all, like my family, girlfriend, and so on. And there's a lot of things who made a play in my story, like all the way from like booking me in shows.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
As a troubadour, even when I was, before being an artist, all the people believing me when I did the Swedish Idol.
Yeah.
Not just the people watching, but the people who was behind the cameras doing all the decisions.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
All the way back from there, and all the people who've been watching on YouTube and listening on Spotify, and who I wrote with, who helped me with making the decisions to do whatever I want to do.
That's the music. You need to wrap it up.
Cool.
Now, I was trying to explaining what I'm. I would probably try like.
Yeah.
But that's a hard
beautiful.
one, right?
It's hard. You want to thank everyone.
Yeah.
It's hard to do a good speech.
And then also forgetting someone that would just haunt you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you do a thank you speech when you won the Swedish Comedian of the Year?
Oh, thank you for bringing that up, Simon. If you'd like to just pass the Dala Häst over.
Yes.
No, that's the dog. That's the dog. No, I've got the Dala Häst.
Oh.
No, what I did was I knew I'd won it before,
Aha.
but I didn't really prepare anything. And then I walked out and I said, I'd like to thank my parents. And I'd go, and I was like, they're not dead, they're just sitting up there. And it was just absolutely improvised.
Wow.
And yeah, it was really nice.
Would you ever consider, like, if you win something in the future, like talk about something else, like maybe bring up a world issue or something that you want to? Well, are you that kind of guy?
I'm a massive U2 fan, and you know, Mr. Bongo does that kind of thing. I don't think it'd suit me. I don't think it would be a real curveball for me to win a comedy award. That's it. No, would win a comedy award and then go up and go, don't forget Greenpeace. And I'd be like, what's going on here? You know, so no. But if it was an American, like, country or music award, I think they'd be up for it. They'd be like, wow.
Yeah. This guy.
The Quiet Viking.
Would you thank God?
I think... No, I wouldn't.
No.
But because you've asked me, maybe I would. maybe I'd throw the G-Dog in there.
Yeah. G-Dog.
Yeah.
Then
The
that's
G card. Yeah. Some part of me would want to say that, because I grew up in a home with like a divided family. Like my mother came from a Christian side, and my father was an
Voted
atheist.
for Trump. No.
No, but it was atheist.
Yes.
There's actually a song on of that in my new album.
Okay,
Ooh,
great.
interesting.
It's called A Sinner's Life.
So that's what it's about.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
That's one of the songs.
Yeah.
How many songs?
12 songs.
12 songs.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Length, 47 minutes.
I don't know in total.
Okay.
I don't know, but the songs vary from like 3 minutes to 4:20.
That's the sinner's tale.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for being here, Chris.
Thank you for having me.
And legendary that we met so many years ago. We can't remember when it was really.
No.
I think it was definitely you. And it's so great to actually see you again and see you kicking ass, and you're just about to turn that corner of something else is going to go crazy for you. So
You never know.
all the
You never
best,
know.
man.
Yeah.
Give it
Thank you
up.
so much for having me.
Give it up
Thank
for
you
the
so
friendliest, quietest Viking who is better than Ernst. Give it up for Chris Kläfford. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so
And cut. So thank you. Good night. No, well, he was pretty damn cool.
Yeah.
Kind of old school cool, you know?
Yeah.
Small village.
And also
Yeah,
kind of,
50
we
people.
were surprised with some of the answers to, I think we all had a preconceived image of what he would answer in kind of certain of the questions, but he was like, we
got a bit busted.
Blew me away,
in a way that we're looking at him going like, okay, oh, you're that archetype. And then he comes like, nope, I like to keep my house clean. Yep. I'm a great cook. I like this. I don't like this. I'm like, okay, great. You got me.
Don't judge a book by its cover.
Oh, there it is. Wisdom.
Thank you so much for listening.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining me, Soma and Simon.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much for having us.
It's a bloody pleasure doing this. I really like. I think these seats have got more and more comfortable more times, and I can do that. Make a little noise. I can do a proot. I can get away with it. It's all good. Don't forget, get tickets for my tour, Tid för skratt.
Yeah.
Make sure you follow up and see where Chris is. You can see all the episodes on YouTube. You can find them on Spotify. Whatever episode you're listening to now, I'm sure there's more you haven't listened to, so listen to them now. Bye-bye for now. Take care of each other. Keep smiling, and we will see you again. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Get your tickets to Al's new tour at alpitcher.com. This podcast was produced by Soulside Studios in Stockholm.